Hello everybody, welcome to today's video update. Today I'm going to be breaking down Bitcoin. It's been a little while to do a Bitcoin update. I'm going to be sharing with you exactly where I'm buying Bitcoin and how I'm doing it. We're going to do that using some technical analysis, and I'm going to share with you some things that look quite interesting that show us whether Bitcoin is bottoming or whether we're actually going to break these lows. I will share with you my professional opinion. So with that in mind, let's get started, guys. So what you can see here is the daily time frame of Bitcoin, okay, taken directly from Binance's data. And if you have a little look, you can see what's actually happened here is, this market has had a really nice strong rally, from this kind of 15,500 bottom down here. We've rallied all the way up to here. So anybody who bought here, well, you've done very well because you've doubled your money up to here. But right now, we're seeing this correction in Bitcoin. And if you kind of have a look at the sequence here, you can see the sequence of higher highs and higher lows. And, most recently, we've kind of seen this somewhat weak higher high, which looks like a little bit of a fake out right now. Now, if you actually then study the price action, you will be able to see that there is some interesting things going on here. So you can see that this market had a really strong aggressive push up. Okay, when you see these really strong green candles, that's that's showing us that this is probably institutional or some big whales in the market basically creating these types of bars in Bitcoin. But what's interesting is that this market barely broke these highs and has then kind of fallen off the cliff very aggressively. This to me looks like perfect market manipulation, whereby it looks like they're going to push the market higher. It attracts the FOMO in right here, the fear of missing out. So a lot of retail traders probably jumped in here, bought the high, and now are kind of waiting. They're already at $5,000-6,000 loss per Bitcoin, right? And to me right now, it looks like this is going to probably try and take out these lows. Now, what might happen is we may temporarily, just like we took out this high, what typically can happen from a trading point of view is that you may take out these lows and then the market might bounce. So from a trading point of view, what I would be looking for is probably some kind of push down and then a reaction up. Okay, that is, that's pretty typical. Take out the major low and then, again, take out the stops, and then eventually the market bounces higher, right? That's from a trading point of view, where we are looking for short-term opportunities. And what you can do with something like that is you can go look to see where the market has reacted before as resistance and support. So obviously we have that level there, and then if we look a little bit lower, you can see lots of reaction around here. So this area here could be interesting, and if we went a little bit lower, let's see, there's another one. I like to have at least a couple of touches in a zone. So here we've got 1, 2. So I would say from a trading point of view, I'd be looking at the order flow around these sort of areas there. Okay, so I use Bookmap to do that, to just kind of study, the orders, how much orders are going through at these levels. So I would definitely keep an eye out on these areas here and this one for a possible fake out. Okay, that's from a trading point of view. Now, from an investing point of view, I want to share with you, some things that I noticed from previous moves. And to me, I really think that this move here is very similar to what we saw back over here, where we had this low kind of come in, we had a really big push higher, and then the market then looked like it was going to go take out these lows, but eventually it didn't take out those lows, and then the market went up. I think we could be doing something similar right now. Now, I'm going to just remove these drawings, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you basically how you can use Fibonacci to potentially mimic what happened here over here. So I'm going to take my Fibonacci tool and I'm going to draw from an A to B, and we can see that this market went from an A to B. It retraced all the way back to this grey line, which is the 88.6 Fibonacci, and that was ultimately the low. What I also find interesting is that if you notice over here, notice how the volume really picked up here, really spiked here before the market really took off. And then I noticed something similar as well over here, where we had this really big spike, and then eventually the market really took off. And if you notice what's happened recently, I mean, this is a major amount of volume around here. So this to me is indicating that, you know, just from what I can see, similar to previous moves, that the low is probably already in. And I don't think we're going to be going any lower than these lows right now in the short term or medium term. I think we are basically already bottomed out here, and I think we are going to push higher. But I do think there could be some opportunities, and one of those opportunities could be, you know, could we potentially get another deep 88.6% pullback? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the low to high over here. I'm going to mark this area down as potentially an area which I would be interested in right here. Now I'm going to make this a little bit big. I'm going to actually go from here at the 78.6. I like this area. I think that this represents really great value. You can see that we have really nice support here, nice support, and in fact I actually think this is the real support, because if you look back over here, this is where the market acted as resistance. If I drag this across over here, you can see that the market held as resistance there before, acted as support, overshot through almost like a fake break there, and then now I wouldn't be surprised if this market comes back into this zone somewhere here. I would say between 20,000 and 17.5. You know, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. That for me is where I am planning to buy this. I'm going to be accumulating some Bitcoin in this zone. So I'm going to be setting buy orders in my platform at multiple points in this zone here, with the aim of buying and holding. Okay, so basically dollar cost averaging in between 20,000 and 17,500. Okay, so that's the plan. Obviously this is not financial advice, it goes without saying. I'm just sharing with you how I'm looking at this market right now from a technical point of view. I still think Bitcoin is a buy. I think the lows are in. I honestly do. Unless something really fundamental changes, I'd be very surprised if we do take out these lows. And to be quite honest with you, if we take out these lows, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. It just means that I can buy more for cheaper. Okay. And you know, one other thing that I could also do is I can also take the down fib and see where the extensions are, and you can see we have a 1618 there, and we have a 200 there, right in amongst our buy zone there. So I really like this zone. I am going to be looking to accumulate Bitcoin. Let me know if you've got any questions. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you think Bitcoin has bottomed out? Do you think it's going to go lower? Do you not think it's even going to reach this buy zone? Of course, we are making a prediction based on probability, based on what we can see, but other people have opinions. Other people will have their own views of what they see. One thing I actually didn't do, I missed to show you as well, let me show you it before I finish this video, is I also like to see, you know, if I take this line here from low to low to see what kind of angle the buyers came in at, you know, we can actually drag this up and put it there as well, and you can see that actually it's a very reactive line right there, and it's right bang into our buy zone again. So that for me adds another layer of weight to this potential idea. Anyway, I'm going to finish there. Hope this helps. Let me know in the comments what you think of the video. Please share the video if you think it's going to be useful for somebody, and ask questions. I'll be more than happy to help. If you're part of our Facebook group, you will also get personal responses from me. So make sure you're in that group. It's a free group, the Crypto and FX Traders Club. I'll put the link in the comments. That's where you'll get exclusive content and direct answers as quickly as possible coming from me. Anyway, wishing you a great rest of your day and evening, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care. Bye bye.